One of the key things that we look for in whether we're going to partner with a mission or not is, what is their history, what are they doing, and how are they supporting the mission of Christ and the kingdom of God.
We decided when we started our work in San Andres that one of the things we really wanted to do was to put to the test and put to work John Wesley's teaching of do all the good that you can do. I've traveled back and forth to Guatemala probably over the last 10 years or more, largely because initially it was the country that gave me both my sons who are adopted from Guatemala. It became very obvious the tremendous need that exists here in this country. It's the second poorest country in the hemisphere.
I've been impressed since we've been here just a few days to see how Mission Guatemala is filling a huge gap in a tremendous area of need where there is extreme poverty, where there is illiteracy, where there is hunger, and we see Mission Guatemala stepping in to meet these needs.
One of the things that I really found and really appreciated about working with Tom and Mission Guatemala in particular was just logistically how easy it was to know that from our end we could, Tom was easy to communicate with, it was easy to figure plans out, and for the most part, logistically, knowing that we would land in Guatemala City and from the point in which we got off the plane to the point we got back on the plane to leave throughout the week, to come home, was covered, was planned. Our meals were provided. Supplies were there and ready to go for the projects that we were working on. Just knowing as a leader that sort of ease and comfort that, hey, things are coming together, and not only are they coming together, but coming together well. I really appreciated the way in which Mission Guatemala used the team funds that our team fees that we paid as participants. It was exciting to see, as we were there on the ground, not only the supplies that were purchased and used for the various projects, but the ways in which Mission Guatemala interacted with and engaged local Guatemalans to do things as far as provide food, provide transportation, and it provides an opportunity to be on the ground, to interact with local Guatemalans who are not simply standing by observing, but are there in the dirt, working with you side by side. I think the seeds of excitement around what it means to serve and be involved in missions is something that Mission Guatemala was able to do for us as a team and congregation.
You just knew that you were making an immediate impact, and that's a feeling that you just don't get on a lot of mission trips. You just don't get that feeling that what you've done made a difference, and you touched those people, in a real way. And by the time you leave, you can't wait to go back. You can't wait to go back. Tom is just at the very beginning of what his ministry is going to become, and it's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of getting the people, the resources, and he will make a huge impact on those people.
Churches have gotten together and gathered up medicines that we can use in our clinic, boxes and boxes of medicines. One church has gotten a food packing program together and packed food that we can use to begin doing our feeding program with. And we welcome teams from churches and school groups to come here to work for a week and see the people and to see the projects we're doing and to work hand in hand with us and the people here. Through all that generosity, we've been able to begin to make a huge difference much faster than we ever thought we'd be able to. A child's life may be touched in a way today that 15 years from now will make a huge difference. There's so many things that you can do to make a difference in God's world. Pray about it. Ask yourself what God's calling you to do. And then above all, when you decide what it is that God's calling you to do it in a generous way and do it in a way where you're doing all the good that you can possibly do.
I want to be a part of this mission and to support it in the future because I know that God is at work here and that God is going to continue to be at work here, and I want to be a part of what God is already doing.